everyone. Today we are going to discuss about major depressive disorder. We are going to see about its introduction, etiological factors, clinical features, diagnostic criteria, differential diagnosis and treatment. Major depressive disorder is a major mental illness. It affects about 15 to 16% of adult population. Major depressive disorder impacts a person's mood, cognition, and behavior. These are the types of major depressive disorder: seasonal affective disorder, psychotic depression, postpartum depression, melancholic depression, catatonic depression, bipolar disorder, and persistent depressive disorder, also called as dysthymia. Seasonal affective disorder occurs mostly in winter months. Postpartum depression. It is a severe variety of baby blues which mostly occurs postpartum within 6 months of delivery. Catatonic depression. This is characterized by muscular rigidity or motor difficulties or stupor. Bipolar depression. Although different from depression, the individual experiences episodes of extremely low moods known as bipolar depression. Persistent depressive disorder. This is also called as dysthymia. When there is low mood, anhedonia, and other depressive symptoms lasting more than 2 years, it is called as dysthymia. These are the etiological factors. Causes of major depressive disorder is generally a combination of all these factors. It is always multifactorial. Genetics plays a major part, biological factors, environmental factors, psychological factors. Environmental factors, specific events surrounding an individual like death of loved one, sexual abuse or physical abuse. Coming to clinical features, these are the general clinical features you see in a depression patient: sleep changes, interests, loss of interest known as anhedonia, feeling of worthlessness, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of energy, easy fatigability, appetite disturbances, cognitive decline, concentration disturbances, psychomotor decrease, suicidal ideas, death wishes. These are some of the depression symptoms in children: sadness, irritability, clinginess, refusing to go to school, being underweight. Depression symptoms in teens: anger, feeling negative and worthless, poor performance or poor attendance at school, feeling misunderstood and extremely sensitive. Depression symptoms in teens: using recreational drugs or alcohol, eating or sleeping too much, self-harm, loss of interest and avoidance of social interaction. Depression symptoms in older adults: memory difficulties, physical aches or pain, somatic complaints, sleep problems, loss of interest in sex, loss of interest in socializing or any other activities, suicidal thoughts. These are some of the differential diagnoses for major depressive disorder. It is more commonly confused with bipolar disorders. Neurological conditions like Parkinson's disease, Huntington's disease, multiple sclerosis, dementia are often confused with depression. Cases like renal or cardiopulmonary disease, cancer or gastrointestinal tumors, any viral illnesses, mostly pneumonia, influenza, nutritional deficiency, Folic acid and B12 deficiencies are some of the differential diagnoses. This is DSM-5 criteria for major depressive disorder. 5 or more of the following symptoms should be taken in account to classify it as major depressive disorder. Depressed mood, loss of interest or pleasure called as anhedonia for a persistent period of continuous 2 weeks. For children and adolescents, this can be irritable mood, not precisely low mood. Anhedonia, loss of interest or pleasure in almost all activities or previously pleasurable events or not pleasurable now. Appetite disturbance, weight loss or gain, insomnia or hypersomnia, psychomotor agitation or retardation, easy fatigability, depressive cognition, which is called as feeling of worthlessness, feeling of helplessness, feeling of hopelessness, decreased concentration, and death wishes, suicidal ideas. The symptoms cause clinically significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas. Third point is the episode is not attributable to any other physiological effects of substance or to any other medical conditions. The occurrence of major depressive disorder is not better explained by other disorders. There has never been a mania episode or a hypomania episode. If a mania or a hypomania episode is occurred, then the diagnosis will be bipolar affective disorder. Now coming to treatment of major depressive disorder, psychotherapy, pharmacological treatments. Psychotherapy or talk therapy is a common term for treating depression by talking about your condition and related issues with a mental health professional. Supportive psychotherapy, interpersonal psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy. During the psychotherapy, you should be identifying and replacing the negative habits with healthy and positive ones, develop positive interaction with others, make the patient regain a sense of control in life, adjust to a crisis or other current difficulties. Now coming to pharmacological treatment, SSRIs are the most important first-line drugs for major depressive disorder. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter which gets decreased during depression. So elevating serotonin is the main thing. SSRIs are nothing but selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Most generally used SSRIs are escitalopram, citalopram, fluoxetine, sertraline, vilazodone. SNRIs are the second line of drugs for depression. They are called serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors. Desvenlafaxine, duloxetine are mostly used SNRIs. Duloxetine are mainly used for somatic complaints. Bupropion, mirtazapine, trazodone, nefazodone, and vortioxetine are atypical antidepressants. Bupropion is mainly also used for nicotine craving patients. Tricyclic antidepressants. Imipramine, amitriptyline, nortriptyline are mostly used TCAs. Monoamine oxidase inhibitors. Considering the side effects, SSRIs and SNRIs are mostly used for depressive disorders. Benzodiazepines and short-term anti-anxiety drugs can also help in treating. Other treatment options, electroconvulsive therapy. ECT is mainly used for severe depression patients with very active suicidal ideas. Transcranial magnetic stimulation. These uses actually magnetic pulses to stimulate nerve cells in the brain that are involved in regulation of mood. Other lifestyle modifications to be carried out. Thank you.